Bear, bear, bear. Ooh. How's it going, folks? Oh, yeah. Yes, that is the kill switch engage version of Holy Diver. How's it going? Happy Sunday. It is Sunday. It is chiller in the UK now, finally. And it is No Man's Sky Day. Is the sound working? Let's find out. Oh, it should have. I can't hear anything. This is concerning. Everybody. Everybody. What's going on? What? No! Rockin' Betty. Everybody. Is that the only one that's got yet system? That should be. Oh, I can hear it. It's just really low. I'm just checking on the system if it. So this volume doesn't do anything for you guys. When I clicked the link in the Discord, it showed the video at 42 minutes, and that was so. That's weird then. Because the video in the Discord, the link in the Discord isn't a timed link. Beep. Forking, Just Eric, Marco, Anton, awesome to have you guys. Today as the doers is. Hope you're all having a swimmingly awesome Sunday, but hopefully you're not swimming because that would imply it's still really hot. It should be cooler now. And Yo Zenith, awesome to see you as well. Right, I think things are working. It's just really low volume for some reason. Everybody. Everybody. Right. I mean, yeah, I can hear things. It's just, I feel like it's normally louder. It's in both ears. That's fine. Right, let's just jump in. There's a little big. Does a medley that incorporates that song into it. What the Backstreet's Back or whatever it is. Backstreet's Back. Alright. Is that the second We're Back one? I'm not sure. It's the one that's currently going around everywhere. There's apparently a there's a new dance to, well, there's a trend dance to that all I ever wanted. Do 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 do. I've seen it come up on shorts a bunch, but dancing's not for me. So yeah, we really haven't got much done on this building. I'm thinking we actually need to get some of the actual building itself done. Leave the garden till last, otherwise nothing's ever going to happen. Bukuma, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Good days to you. I am sure you know now it's 9th of September is the release date for Valheim 1.0. Power. Your song, The Little Big, is called Everybody Little Big Are Back, and they spoofed the controversial Nirvana album cover. Little Big, I thought that was Backstreet Boys. But I'm guessing that maybe that's right. Little Big. That's a band. Okay. Little Big's a Russian rave band founded by St. Peter. I don't think that's the same one. Little Big. Everybody. Okay, Everybody, Little Big Are Back. Song by Little Big. What the frick? I have no idea. I just assumed it was Backstreet Boys because it's clearly like more of a spoof. It's like a spoof bit, I'm guessing, yeah. Very excited for one for release. Hells yeah. Got me Swiss Space Weasel. What up, homie? Yeah, the Russian rave group. Oh, so it is a Russian rave group. Okay, bloody hell. No way. I have to look into that then, because I just assumed it was Backstreet Boys. So I wasn't even. Yeah. Right. So for this, I think we just need to build some. The tricky part is going to be like this side. Well, not necessarily this side, but that side where like the ground is bigger. Maybe these stairs need to continue up, so it's like an upper level on this side. And maybe on this corner. Or we could just have not part of the building on this side. That could be viable. So the issue is the night, the fact that it's night here, but I guess it'll be day soon. Do we have a lot of carbon? Because we've got a fair bit, 3,000. We're making carbon with all these. Let's make more. Oh my god, we're back again. Gotta skip it, dude. Gotta skip it, bang. Man, earworms are just a freaking speciality of mine at this point. At this point, it's a speciality for you. Good evening, my lovely weavers and all the lesser NMS players. How's it going? Oh, a stinky weaver of the fabric of the universe. Still hasn't weaved himself a shower. How's it going, Paul? Oh, we're making carbon, right? Damn right. Tonight we're making carbon. It's gonna be awesome. Right, so let's whackity-do. They've been using the stone for the floors. Of course, this is gonna... Okay, that... It can go out this far without being an issue. So we could... Yeah, it looks like we could just go up for the corner slightly. Well, let's do this. We'll whack this here and there. Remove that. Switch back to the big fish, little fish cardboard box. Then we'll put a stairs here. Maybe it should be only half a stairs there. We'll do this one, we'll remove this stairs. Why don't we go up? Really? You gobshitius Maximus. Oh, stage 3 out of 5 complete. 60% late. Awesome. We're gonna have to go sploosh. Gabloosh. Might as well do 2 in a row, actually. Dooba dooby doo doo. I think that'll do. I apologise if this comes across as really offensive, but I goofed and only steeped my black tea for 2 minutes. Who would that offend other than the person who grew that black tea? Certainly doesn't offend me, old boy. I don't even really... The only tea I drink is like cold brewed green tea. And that, there's no timing or proper temperature I deal with. I just go for... I go for shower, that's what I do. I just get a glass of cold water, like this, and put a tea bag in it. And when I feel like drinking out of it, I drink out of it. Were they right? Is it worth it? Oh, what is up, Mr. Sir? Twitch recommended I watch this. Well, welcome, Raphael. Were they right? Is it worth it? All that is for you to judge. You are welcome to judge me at my best and at my worst. And oh, maybe I need to go a bit higher. and skadoosh the whole day long. But it's awesome to have you, Raphael. I've been reading. I've been reading the how. What is it? How I. Oh, that time I was reincarnated as a slime. It's like a really famous, like anime and light novel series and manga. Like I've been reading the light novel, and there is a character called Raphael in it. It's just a weird coincidence. It's not a name you see that often. You're building a house or something. So we're building a little sort of... this is kind of a HQ retreat for Sage. Though by the time it's done, Sage there'll be no need for it. But I mean, we didn't build it to be useful, did we? But if I... Oh, what the frick? Oh, I must have just moved it. Oh my god. Gotta skibbity-doo, gotta skibbity-doo. Gotta scoop-y-doo, we're gonna show me how. Oh, this needs to go down further one. Oh, you're scooping up the doobie, gotta rock your body right. And whack of this. And today's it. To do's it. That's how you do's it. The stairs. Maybe it should have started there, but it's fine. Don't forget to install proper plumbing and all that. Good thinking. See, you need to be telling the weavers that, because it's the weavers who haven't heard of showering, and they tend to all smell. And the weavers are basically hippies, and big smelly hippies. Yeah. So it'd be a good idea to let Paul in the chat there on YouTube side know that he needs to sort out his plumbing and all that. Thanks to TMNT, Raphael pops into my head daily. Yeah. He's building a pub for Sage to drown their sorrows. Yeah. Proper English pub. That's what we're building. Proper English pub. On this side. Should maybe just go with that. Got a Scooby-Doo, we got a show. I could just do this. It's small. It's fine. It does bother me in some way, but gotta scoop me do. We gotta show me how. Like fun games or something. What's that? I never played No Man's Sky. Can you do any stuff inside a house or once you've built it? Yeah. I mean, so like you can just build a bunch of useful things, like a food processor to cook things. You can make refiners to refine things. You can build hydroponics trays to grow things. You can build a bunch of different decorations and furniture to lay around and make it look cute. There's teleporters, there's antimatter reactors, there's light and electronics. You can use logic gates to create a combination lock door. There's a bunch of stuff. That's alright, kind of like in Starfield. I would say it's different to Starfield, but if anything, Starfield is kind of like this. But I'm trying to think, because I never really got into the base building too much in Starfield. There's a lot more freedom in this game for the building, a lot more. But yeah, and make sick beats. Yeah, it's a bite beat. Basically a jukebox thing that uses like 8-bit sound, and you can use it with like I forgot what the things are called. It's basically like super simple electronic music that has the potential for complexity. Looks to have much more the Sims-like freedom. I've never played The Sims either. So like this is just a very small amount of the different buildable items. because this is a newer save. So like this is the metal ones, metal floors, and there's concrete or stone, then there's wood. This is portable stuff. This is some like basic advanced technology. Like those two oxygen harvesters get oxygen out of the atmosphere. There's a refiner, there's portable one, there's medium and large. You can also have personal ones that are in your backpack. You can also have them in vehicles. Then it's like this is a teleport, which allows you to teleport to any space station you've been to, as well as any bases you have. There's a landing pad for your ship. There's a different one as well. This is like a standing plant that allows you that grows carbon for you, essentially. That's one of the hydroponic trays, but there's a bigger one as well. There's also biodomes that you can harvest everything inside at once. Big glass dome thing. Glassy trade terminal for trade. Accessing the systems trade network. This is just 4 of the many like parent industry things that allow you to industrialize the mining of gases and minerals from planets. Planets have hotspots, you can put these industrial extractors on them, which you can kind of automate to collect for you, and you just pick it up when it's filled. I've got a bunch of decorations because a lot of them, once you've opened it on one account, once you've accessed it on the account, it's account unlocked then. So every save on that account will have access to it. So we've got a bunch of decorations here. We've got a bunch more decorations here. We've got a bunch of plants and other decorations here. A bunch of decals and stuff here, and posters here. These are all posters for putting in bases. There's hundreds upon hundreds of different buildable items in it. Hope heat levels on your side just slow to normal again. Yes, so it's 21C now. Lovely. It was 27 yesterday. With a fan on me, it was an absolutely wonderful day. That reminds me, I need a drink. I have my Yuzu / G Fuel. I've been getting back into coffee again. I've just been having it on top of my G Fuel. Only like 1 to 2 cups a day. I forgot to get a frickin' straw. Son of a bitch. Am I going to get out chair to get a feckin' straw? I think I am. 2 seconds. Everybody. 42C in Germany. So the asphalt around the tram tracks are melting. Holy crap. It was... The highest it was up by me was about 34, I think. It was like 38 and 40 in the south of England. It got really bad in Northern Europe, I guess, for a bit. Oh my god, what? Yeah. I always have to look in straw to make sure there's nothing in it. Otherwise I'll panic. Holy crap, the ice I put in this glass, I put like 5 ice cubes in this. Is it hotter than I think and I'm just used to it now? I put 5 ice cubes in this glass of water 20 minutes ago. Yeah, maybe 6 and they're all gone. No ice left. It's a lovely cold glass of water. Or fuel now. 42 is brutal. I think Germany has a lot more air conditioning as standard though than England, because they are further south. Their weather gets hotter than us, just generally. I went to shops yesterday at 9 AM. Other than that, I just stayed in with an industrial fan blasting me. Oof. The way, man. Yeah, I haven't got anywhere near as much as I'd like to got done this week because yeah, freaking weather's been horrendous. No, we see. Oh, really? Holy crap. Okay. God. Well, maybe it was like just Cologne or something. I don't know. 6%, 65% of 6%. Only 6% of Germans have AC. Holy crap. I imagine that's probably about the same as here then. Well, that sucks. 42 with no AC. Oh, that's seriously brutal. Because 30, like, I think he got to 34 here where I am. I don't think he got to 36. But, like, that was brutal. Like, you're just literally sweating all day. At least a bit. Even with a fan on, you are, because it's just blowing hot air on you after a while. And because of how... Well, I say like 34. It's 34 outside in the shade at the hottest. Inside, from about midday onward, the inside is hotter than outside. And it remains that way until the next morning, because it's somewhat cooled down by the morning, but then it just gets hot again. I think we measured the side of my glass on my PC case was 47, but we can't... I think the desk was like 38 or something. I can't remember. And my phone's got a temperature thing on it. Not sure how accurate that is. It's like an infrared temperature sensor thing. I barely use it. It's kind of pointless to have on your phone. They said did it because it has a thing for people as well. So maybe it's a thing for sending people's temperatures. But I've actually got a thermometer on my desk anyway. Wait, what? Also saw in Britain where councils are telling people to remove their AC because they can use a ceiling fan instead. That's very specialist. That is the stupid thing to say. They're not the same thing. Ceiling fan is literally just a fan, just circulates air. Yeah, that's so stupid. Doesn't condition it. But yeah, things seem to be cooling down now, though. So, is it still hot in Germany, or is it now cooling down there as well? It's been hot enough that it's been like dangerous at points. I was really worried about my brother's little dogs, because you know, dogs don't sweat; they just pant. And when the when the air around them is so, what's like body temperature for a dog? Body temp dog. Okay, 38.3 to 39.2. So yeah, if it gets to 40 for a 40, brutal. Because dogs, they're not going to be able to cool down because they're panting with air that's hotter than their body can take. So the literal only thing would be just to keep drinking water, I guess. God, that's horrible. At that point, you need freaking, like, I don't know, you need to get some ice packs on under that, like, ice packs in a cushion or something so they can chill on it, literally. Yeah, near me there was a sinkhole, a couple of sinkholes. I don't know if that was the heat, but it was very well timed with it. So what the hell is that? Wait, what? You even have two base terminus? Has that been there the whole time? That's someone else's. Someone else built a base here. So why is this base? Frick. I wonder if I'll delete it. Wait, I'll take the carbon before I report it to get it out of my thing. You can put ice cubes in water to cool them down, and oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, it's ice in their water. Where's the drink? Whole reason we call it the dog days of summer. Wait, really? So, oh, I have a fold version of Pixel, so mine doesn't have the thermometer. Yeah, this is the Pixel 8 Pro. I don't know if it's XL. Can't remember. If I was getting, I was considering getting the 10, and if I was going to get that, it'd definitely be XL. But honestly, didn't see the point. I've had this for 2.5 years. It's still an amazing phone. It's so fast. The battery lasts like 2 days still. Really good phone. So I just switched to a 12 quid a month SIM-only contract that has 100 gig rollover data, which is more than I'll freaking ever use. I'm covered. And it's saving me about 20 quid a month. For me, it wasn't so much the heat, it was the lack of breeze. Well, because I suppose there was no wind going through. I had the windows open. Couldn't really engineer a breeze through it, like. Yeah, it's so hot the dogs just lie down panting. Oh. Ah, but yeah, okay, and that's the etymology of that phrase. Okay. Well, you learn something new and all that. Low-free carbonates. Nothing particular individual. We have a particular individual. Right, sorry to do it, buddy, but it's time. Oh, to report. I'm pretty sure reporting doesn't do anything. Where is Zane? Oh, this is actually someone came here to find my base. Why did you put your base down if you knew this was where I put my base down? Where's Zane? What's the name of the person? I don't think it's going to help. Unless... Oh, there. Someone's base. Oh. It's probably a weaver. Probably a weaver, yeah. Heatwave chilling. Yeah. Heatwave chili. Oh, by the way, I had... Oh, in other news, I'm making chili. Oh, dude. Hells yeah. I'm always... Chili is basically my favourite thing. Like food to cook. I have it all the time. I often don't even have meat in it. I'll just have make a bean chili, because it takes like 40 minutes to make, and it's just few portions of beans. I can then pair that. So I can fight like a crow. I can then pair that with some bread and butter in a bowl, some tortilla chips, some rice, toast. You know, it's really easy. It's healthy because it's just a load of beans and stuff in it. And yeah, it's just amazing. So I'm curious how you make your chili. So if you have like a basic, I don't know, ingredient list, or if there's anything out of the ordinary that you do in the method, I'd love to know. I only make veg chili now. My missus is a veggie. Ah. I was going to say some kind of joke. Oh, and she likes vegetables too. Chili goes with everything, and by itself, it's the perfect food. Yeah, it is. It's delicious. I think, like, I suppose the main differences I do in mine. Well, it's not differences, but the main things I focus on that I think stand out as what make it so epic. I put an ungodly amount of smoked paprika, proper Spanish smoked paprika. So, like, if it's just... Okay, the main thing is the ratio. So, ratio of smoked paprika to cumin is 2:1. Then to chipotle chili powder is 2:1 to 0.5. 0.3 to 0.5. It depends how spicy the chili powder is. Chili powder's different heat. And I use chipotle powder. But is chili a soup or a stew? If you know, you know. I definitely heard that. I can't remember from where. But I mean, it's a stew, as far as I'm concerned. Because it's like it has lots of different ingredients in it. You're bringing lots of physical ingredients in. Like, you know, as in chunks. It has beans in it. It has... it's like, what is a ragu? A soup or a stew? It's neither. It's a sauce. You know, like, we could definitely argue a lot. have we actually? It does make sense. We've argued about this before. I fry beef and add the chili, then I put it in wraps with grated cheese, chopped the lettuce, chopped tomato, and sour cream quickly. Ooh, hell's yeah, dude. Food talk at lunch now. No. I used to put a bit of cumin in early, but now I make a chili sauce with garlic, chilies, tomato puree, smoked paprika, regular paprika, cumin, chipotle paste, and oregano. I also double up on smoked. Yeah, so yeah, okay, we actually do pretty similar then. So I also use oregano. I actually I go for the, I forget what it's, I think it's sous chef. Or is that where I used to get it from? There's this brand and it comes in little metal tins and it's imported Mexican chipotle and Mexican oregano. I use both of those for my chilies. The Mexican oregano is just way more aromatic compared to the normal oregano you get here, in my experience. I'm saying oregano. I'm assuming, Armatez, that you think it should be oregano. It's the same spelling, it's just a different... Yeah, you say oregano, yeah. Yeah, at least it's not cilantro versus coriander. Yeah, it was how I was used to it. Do you add chocolate, Zane? I actually don't. I've never added chocolate to it. I've heard lots of people saying, like, recommending it. Oh, I also put garlic. I use about a quarter. When I'm doing a 500 grams of beef chili, I'll use 2 cans of kidney beans, or 1 can of kidney beans, 1 can of black beans. I use a quarter of a tube of tomato paste. That would be, how much would that? Like 50 grams of tomato paste. Always fried. So I always fry off my spices and tomato paste, and at around the same time as the garlic, because you don't want to overcook the garlic or it burns easily. So like beef in first, pretty high temperature. I want to brown the shit out of it without overcrowding, because you don't want it to get too juicy and humid in there. Yeah. Then, when that is nicely browned, throw in all the onions. Any juice that comes up, if you can't avoid it, the onions will help to soak that up, because onions are fibrous, and they'll soak up that stuff once they've let off their own water. Once the tomatoes are sweated, at that point, I will add in the smoked paprika, cumin, chipotle powder, tomato paste, garlic. I don't put oregano in until no sooner than an hour before the end, preferably 30 minutes before it's done. Aromatics are all about the aroma. Putting in aromatics into a slow cook too early is a bad idea. You'll lose a load of the aroma. So when you're doing a stew, I would recommend waiting to put the herbs in until about 30 minutes before the end. Carrots are also kind of an aromatic. So if you put in like chunks of carrot in, putting that in 30 minutes towards the end, it'll stop them from going too soft as well. I also do put carrot in my chili. I grate a carrot and put it at the end of the... damn it, freaking adds... I'm not sure. I'm not going to repeat all that. I'm not even sure exactly everything I've said. So yeah, I grate a large carrot and put that in the chili at the start. By the end, because I do slow simmer it for a while, by the end that carrot will have completely dissolved into the sauce because you grated it, and it will add a fibrous nature to the sauce, helping to thicken and add character to the sauce. It will also add flavour in a light sweetness. Basically just like an amped up stock. I also use beef oxo cubes, which is a yeast-based thing. It's similar to Marmite. Oxo is a yeast-based flavouring thing, though it does have a few percentage of beef fat in it. But you could use vegetable oxo, that's probably vegan. You could also just use Marmite, which I believe is purely vegan and has a very meaty flavour. It's very good for gravy. Well, so I obviously put kind of chopped tomatoes or plum tomatoes. If it's plum or San Marzano, I'll just pour it into my hand over it and crush it in, because you don't want just full tomatoes in. It's ridiculous. If you crush them properly, they'll melt into the sauce as well. I think there's anything else. I do put a little bit of flour, about 10 grams maybe. at the start when I'm putting in spices. I'll put a bit of flour just to add some thickening. But honestly, lately I've been putting the bean juice when I put like a can of beans in something. I've just been using the bean juice because it's mostly just got salt in it. I need to salt the food anyway. And most of the thickening agents that are naturally in the beans are now in that water anyway. So if you rinse it all off, you're not really going to get any thickening from those beans. And if you do, you're going to cook the living shit out of them. If they're in a can, I just pour the can in. And that... So you need less flour if you're doing that, because it will add quite nice thickening to it. However, the thickening is a different quality to the flour. Flour is a higher quality thickening result, in my opinion. I don't know how to describe it. I would say that bean thickening is closer to cornstarch thickening than it is to flour thickening. I always prefer flour thickening in general. I don't know specifically what it is, but I almost feel like cornstarch thickening or bean goo thickening, which is the same as starch, I think, is way more loopy. It's almost like it's too perfect too smooth of a thickening, so it almost feels unnatural. Whereas a thickening from flour or a bechamel is way... I just think it has more character, it has more flavour. It like adds more to the overall mix. An elevated goop quotient, if you will. I could never truly get into Marmite. I love Marmite, but the whole thing about Marmite is that people love or hate it. There's no middle ground, so like, yeah, a lot of people don't like Marmite. Thicken with tomato puree and paste. I already put the tomato puree in though. It's not that alone isn't going to thicken up enough. Quick stream when eventually one day. Right, just dump the can of juice in. Done. Don't rinse. Yeah. If I don't want that much water or I don't want that much thickening, I will sometimes like rinse like one of the two cans, or I'll pour out the liquid but not rinse it. Then you have a bunch of the stuff still left on the beans. You know, you can just, it's like cooking with feeling, you know, once you've done it a few times, you'll know how much you want. I think for me is I can't taste something. Oh, I think for me it is I can't taste something. Oh, what do you mean? Is it like with the Marmite, you mean? As in like it doesn't taste like anything, or it just tastes bad, or... Hey Zane, do you have a Mac at all or just PC? Asking because I made a custom terrain modding app for Mac that you might like. Unfortunately, yeah, it's PC only. We'll have a PC version at some point too. Interesting, okay. I mean, I'm definitely interested in it when you do make it. And celeriac celeriac isn't a common ingredient around me. Like, you'll always find it in like Waitrose or something. But it's also, it's not like a cheap ingredient or anything. And I can just get the flavour by just adding celery. It's a similar flavour. You generally, unless you're eating celeriac on its own in some way, like, do people grill? I don't know what. I don't know. Do people grill celeriac? Like in the same way that you would make asparagus? Toucans like Sam. Toucans like Sam. Is Sam... Oh, Toucan Sam breakfast cereal basket. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have no idea. That has something to do with me losing the ability to taste sour. Oh, that sucks. Was that from COVID or something, Armitage? That really sucks, man. Brick. Like, so many of my favourite things are fermented, and like the main flavour, that's freaking sour. So I'm just make sure I'm caught up as much as possible. We need to make it the same way, Paul, but add some brown sugar. I've never added brown sugar to a chili. I might have to try that though. That sound, I feel like adding brown sugar would massively blur barbecue sauce with chili. Like it would add a barbecue sauce hint to it of sorts. It's like barbecue sauce. Like you might want to, like a sweet barbecue sauce. If you wanted proper barbecue sauce, you want to make it more sour. You'd want to add some like vinegar or something, but I'd try that. I want to experiment more with making barbecue, sweet barbecue sauces. Like, only balancing for me if I'm adding hot chocolate and my chocolate, it doesn't need it if I'm using cocoa powder and mad sugar. Did I miss something about the chocolate? Oh yeah, do you add chocolate, Zane? No. Oh, there was the reply to that. I had a live chat to make sure I'm not missing anything. By the way, sometimes for some reason chat just doesn't show every comment, so if I haven't replied, it might be because it didn't show me. Brown sugar doesn't really, but it does add to the savoury, which is interesting because that's the opposite of savoury, isn't it? But do you mean like how bitterness can increase sweetness? Like, you know, when you have matcha's very bitter, but you are supposed to have it with a small kind of wheat or cake. Like you taste the matcha and it's bitter as hell. It's still like a good flavour. I like the bitterness of green tea. And then you eat a piece of the cake, then you try it again, and it's sweet now because the whole balance between the two. So yeah, okay, that kind of thing. Cool. Yeah, I'll try it. Because actually, with when I do tomatoes, like something very tomatoey, I'll always add a very pinch of sugar, salt, and an ungodly occasion amount of black pepper, because tomatoes are massively improved by all of these. Let's report that base as much as I'd rather not. Sorry, whoever's base this is, but if I don't report it, it's going to be causing issues. I'm pretty sure it won't do anything other than remove it from my game. That will show up, so that will just mean that like everyone's going to see the merged bases if they ever visit mine now. Actually, they might just see the other base. Yeah, try another one. I'll re-upload, just see if that helps. Sometimes if the toms aren't too tangy, I'll add a splash of balsamic. Well, a big thing about tomatoes being tangy, you kind of need to cook them out, don't you? You like when you use tomato paste, you always want to caramelize it. You always want to add tomato paste when you're in the frying stage, not when it's in the soupy stew stage, because you want to caramelize. You want to fry off, similar to frying off the flour in a roux. You want to fry off the tomato paste because it will then caramelize some of the sugars and it will take away that raw, acrid, like acidic, tangy tomato flavor and mellow it out. Tomatoes in general just need to be cooked out, don't they? To get past that anyway. It'd be funny if the other base owner was a weaver. Right, so let's keep building this. So, oh, there's another one that flows, but we don't want that floor anyway. Although, are we not going around? I think actually the point of this should be that it doesn't just go around to all of them. I think that'll be better, honestly. Does this mean I'll be putting a roof on this courtyard? Maybe, because these walls, if it's not going around the whole way, these walls are a bit there. We'll see. I've always believed that the best thing you can do with tomatoes is leave them on the damn plant until they're properly ripe. Well, yeah, agreed, for sure. I'm definitely a tomato snob. The only time I'll ever buy like big tomatoes unless basically I almost always use cherry tomatoes, cherry plum tomatoes and stuff. If they're in a can, I mean, it's fine. Like canned tomatoes are actually way better than you expect or you might think, just because they've generally been picked ripe because they're being canned. So it's like frozen peas. Frozen peas are going to be way better than fresh peas unless you grew the peas. That's because frozen peas are frozen with really good technology for freezing things without destroying them right after they're picked. So they're about as perfect as they're going to get. It's similar with tinned tomatoes. Tinned tomatoes have been picked ripe. They have then been processed and canned. Like any tomatoes you get fresh, if they came from say like Sicily with like volcanic soil and stuff, chances are they were picked so underripe that they would reach you before they rot that they're going to taste like nothing. So you won't even get them, like unless they were like really expensive from like Natura or something. So tinned tomatoes are amazing because they're really affordable as well. I get them from Amazon. I get like a pack of 12 Italian sun-ripened vine tomatoes or whatever, chopped tomatoes in a can. They're really good. I recommend them. They're like 50p a can. 50p a can. 200 calories for the whole can. Pretty low on sugar. When I did do a stage of very low carbs, just a speed diet at one stage. This wasn't the 30 kilograms diet, but many years for it. I often used tomatoes to make sauces because if you get like Napolina ones, it's really low sugar, so there's like practically no sugar in it, and you can have like, is it 40 grams of carbs a day, or is it 20 grams? I think I was sticking to 20 grams of carbs a day. So I was spending all of those carbs pretty much on salad to get the nutrition. A slice of that is like eating a perfect steak. It might as well be from a different planet. Yeah, like if you get good tomatoes, like once a year or something, I'll treat myself to an order from Natura. Natura is a company that mostly deals in catering, but they also have, I'll just check, I've got the app on my phone. They also have a, at least they're still running it. They also have like a thing where you can order it to your door as well. They used to sell to the public through Ocado, but yeah, like the first thing when I open the app is Cor del Vesuvio. The first Cor del Vesuvio tomatoes of the season have started making their way from the hillsides of Torre del Greco. Raphael moved his growing higher into the mountains a few years back as the summers have been getting hotter, making the harvest shorter. He landed on a site with ex-lake bed soil, a nearby well, and breezes that carry both mountain air and coastal salt. You can taste all of it, dense, sweet, deeply savoury tomatoes. And I can add to my basket a kilogram of these tomatoes from this specific farm, made by this specific dude, and get them. Like I said, this is a company that originally dealt with catering, called Natura, so Natoora. And the produce they do is unreal. At least 12 quid for a kilogram of those tomatoes. It's not cheap, but it's like crazy good stuff. A kilogram of ruby red cherries, £29. This is why I said it's a once a year treat. Yellow peaches, £2.31 estimated each, £11 a kilogram. Gooseberries and stuff. Basically, I once did an order of 5 kilograms of kale from this company because it was the same price from them as it was for Tesco Finest Cavolo Nero. And that wasn't much different to their curly green kale anyway. So I ordered several kilograms of each Cavolo Nero, green curly kale and purple kale. This is all for my smoothies. That 5 kilograms of kale came to my door at once. I did not realise how much 5 kilograms was. I think it was about 30 quid or something. And it was boxes of kale. like massive boxes, multiple boxes of kale. It took me all night to process it because I then found out kale lasts like a day. Fresh kale will last 1 to 2 days. It'll last a day outside the fridge. It'll last 2 to 3 days in a fridge. I did not have fridge space for like 3 to 5 boxes of kale, so I had to go through all of it, wash it all, because it was like fresh from a farm, so it had dirt all over it. I then cut through it all, so I took it all off the stalks, but then I still use the stalks, but I just separated it all so it would flatten easier, and then bagged it up and put it in my freezer. I then found out really quickly that with the leaves, once they're frozen, you can just crush them into a powder, so they take up no space. I froze it all, and then powdered it, and then just scooped the powder for my smoothies for like the next year. Right? It was so over the top though. Anyway, fuck it all, we'll talk about tomatoes. But yeah, getting good tomatoes is worth it. Oh yeah, fuck it out. Like 20 minutes ago I was saying, the only reason I would have like the salad tomatoes, which taste like nothing, is for smoothies. I don't put in my smoothie for the flavour, but generally flavour probably also means nutrition. So I probably should put the good ones in the smoothies as well. It might do if it's been processed in a certain way. So you know when you get it from a store, like when you get things from a store, like salad and stuff that is in a bag that's like puffed up to like protect it so it doesn't get squished and stuff. Usually those bags are full of argon or some kind of inert gas. Like all your meat is as well. Meat packs are full of like argon and stuff. This is to prevent oxidization and massively slow down spoilage. Also, it's like, it'll be stuff like how when you get potatoes will last longer if you leave the dirt on. If you wash a potato, same with eggs, they won't last as long. But also, if you store potatoes correctly, they can last like 8 months. You can actually, I think, you can store potatoes for 5 to 6 months without digging them up. So when you grow potatoes, when they're ready, if you just cut the tops off, the potatoes underground will stay, except like fine, for 5 to 6 months, I believe. So if you grow your own potatoes, grow them in pots. It's the easiest way to grow them. Grow them in pots, and then once they're grown, cut the tops off, store the pots in a dark place, and then just when you need more potatoes, grab another pot out, and then get them out of the soil. And they're good. Obviously, if there are any that'll go green on the top, you obviously can't use them for seed potatoes like next time, but don't eat green potatoes, it will fuck you up. Beefy tomatoes here in Florida can be epic. We have jumbo sweet onions. Oh, I've heard about these American sweet onions. And yeah, beefy tomatoes. If beefy tomatoes are really good, they've been picked properly ripe, or you've grown them at home really well and stuff, they can be amazing. Like really nice. It is when the roots pop out. Oh yeah, well I mean yeah, when I always call them the triffids. When the triffids appear, like when potatoes start sprouting. When potatoes start sprouting, they're still edible. You just really can't eat the sprouts, so you just need to cut the sprouts off. And I cut a bit around them because some of that chemical, it's really strong in the sprouts. Do not eat the sprouts. Really bad for you. It will mess you up. At the very least, you'll be in pain. But like, usually if a bit of it's gone green, you can just shave that off with a peeler. Just make sure you cut a decent amount of it off. Don't just like knock the sprout off. Well, that's not really enough because there'll be some of that chemical right where it attached. So just dig it out. I'm not liable for your issues. If the potato's gone any way spongy, if it gives and it's not firm, then just throw it. Gone. You can bury a pile of spuds under loose topsoil to keep them for the best part of a year. It's called clamping. Yeah, it's basically what I'm saying about topping the things or whatever. Having them in pots is just easier to handle. Oh, you can farm spuds if the soil is loose enough. Just sink your hands into the earth and grope around till you find a potato, snap it off and pull it out. Plant will grow another one. Yeah, so there's actually a thing called no-dig gardening, and if you are doing your own gardening in your own garden, or it's a small holding where you're doing like fancy produce, I'd recommend looking into it and doing that, because no-dig gardening is when you don't dig up things. So when you bake carrots, you just pull the carrot out. When you get potatoes, you just pull the potatoes out with the plant, just shake the soil off. The reason this can be done is because you haven't messed with the soil. When you plow industrially, or when you just plow fields and stuff, it destroys the natural sort of biome in that soil, which is what keeps it loose and aerated. And when you do that, if you don't do that, there's good evidence to show, it might even be proved, I'm not sure, that you'll have less diseases and everything, because there's kind of the whole natural balance is there. So it's less open to having all of these infestations and stuff. The issue is most industrial farming can't really be done that way, because you don't pull it out, you use machines to just dig it all out. It's like a farming version of trawling or something, I guess. Also, I haven't grown potatoes since elementary school, which is 3/4 of my life. But yeah, so I really like the whole no dig. It's easier on you. When you plant things, you literally just use a little stick to just poke a hole, put the seed in, and then just kind of push near it gently, and it's done. When you take stuff out, you just pull it out. When you fertilize, you just leave stuff to mulch on the top. So when you're getting your potatoes, you would leave the tops on the ground and they'll just rot in and help to keep some of the nutrients back in. Or you could also just whack all of that into a compost heap and then just spread the compost every cycle. Probably you want at least 3 compost things. It takes up to 3 years to really get good compost. So once a year, you use one of them to do the whole lot. Stuff like that. There's a really good channel. Let's see if we can find, just because anyone who's interested in it is worth watching him. It's an older man who really knows his stuff and is very passionate about it. No dig gardening. If I literally just put that. There he is, first option, Charles Dowding. His name's Charles Dowding. He seems like one of the nicest people ever. And yeah, he owns a nice bit of land. He makes most of his money selling salad. Salad leaves, those expensive bags of salad you find in every supermarket for what they are. He sells that stuff. He just has a few greenhouses and sells that. But he also makes a load of other stuff. Grows a load of other stuff. Yeah, sure. It'll go on screen if I just type in this one. So there you go. That's the name of the guy. So I'd recommend him if you're interested in gardening at all and growing food. I tend to get romaine lettuce. So actually, yeah. So when it comes to lettuces and salads, I actually do tend to get romaine, little gem, maybe even a radicchio on occasion because it's a bit more expensive usually and hard to get. It's nice. And that kind of thing, I'll get the packs of 2 little gems or romaine or some other stuff. And then I'll just rip a few leaves off when I want it, wash it. It lasts for 2 weeks in the fridge if you don't cut them up. Yeah. Also, would recommend a salad spinner. Investing in one of them is a good choice. I love my salad spinner. I use it every time. I'm really stuck on exactly what to do on the outside of this. I suppose I could take these walls down and we just have like it as a railing on the top. That would actually probably be better. We'll actually have a high chance of getting this completed if we do that, I think. A little bit of wombok. Oh, that's longer and stays crispy. What the hell is a wombok? It sounds like a bok choy type thing, so... I'm guessing it's in that choy family. Oh, Napa cabbage. I've never heard that called wombok. Yeah, Napa cabbage, Chinese leaf, or wombok. I do like that. It's kind of like a mix between lettuce and cabbage. It's close to cabbage, if anything, but it's delicate enough that it's like works well in salads. I do like Napa cabbage. I normally eat it either way of kimchi, but it's not the most. I think you'll definitely find it in like Morrison's and Asda and maybe Tesco. I tend to shop in Lidl and stuff. It's cheaper. Honestly, if it's actually a cabbage, but eat raw like a lettuce, yeah, for sure. It's good cheers. Right, let's. Yeah, I think that's the way for this. This feels like a proper Zane stream when 9% of the conversation is happy. Yeah. This didn't tend to be my streams. Or maybe this side should have a proper indoor bit. Maybe it should be this side then, actually. We'll see. Whenever I cook chili too, I have to have my Mexican playlist on. I've never had a Mexican playlist, honestly. Yeah, Chinese cabbage is good, apple cabbage and kimchi nom. I'm actually thinking of making some watermelon kimchi. Because it's the time of year for watermelon. Off-bridge isn't very big, so I was thinking if I get a watermelon, I'm going to need to cut it up right away. But also, when it comes to watermelon, the outside skin's fine to use. So it's a whole thing where you can like peel the really dark green outside and use that in smoothies. It doesn't taste very good, but it's like it's nutritionally valid. It's good. You can just chop it up, freeze it, put it in my smoothies. The whitish green thick part, put that off next, and then you can make kimchi out of that. Because the white part, it's not, if you cut off the dark green, it's not very bitter. And again, it's like, it can be like almost similar to like cucumber and stuff and whatnot. And then you just have a load of the inside you just cut up and snack on as you want. Like, I really enjoy. So when I have a broccoli, if I'm cooking with broccoli, I'll generally just cut off all the florets and stuff, and then I have a big stalk at the end. I never throw that away. I think it's a waste. I'll cut off the skin and outside, so you have the tender inside. There's loads there. You're paying for it by weight, so just eat that. It's delicious on its own, just as you're cooking. Highly recommend. Tastes like a much more gentle broccoli flavour. There's less pepper and stuff, and it's I recommend. Or you can cut it up, whack in stir fries. It's delicious. The skin, less so. If you have smoothies, whack the skin in the smoothies that you cut off. Because again, it's great to eat. It just doesn't taste very good, or it's not too pleasant to eat. I go to the supermarket just as them. Pardon me. I go to the supermarket just them marking stuff down about 4 p.m. Baby spinach doesn't keep, so they sell it for I'll get that in 2 seconds. I'm not sure. He said we 1 out of 10. I'm assuming that someone just either resubbed or subbed with Prime and it doesn't always show up. So whoever did that, thank you. I massively appreciate it. Ah, there we go. It might be Mr. Paul who just popped up with the Prime sub. How's yeah, dude? Thank you for the 20 months of support, man. Very much appreciate it. How's yeah. Hashtag 07 to Mr. Paul. Should Daisy. I never tried that and I love broccoli. I'd recommend it. Asparagus is delicious, yeah. So, good super here. Baby spinach doesn't keep, so they sell it for pennies on the pound. I mix it with mashed potato and freeze it in portions for a weekend. That sounds awesome, yeah. Frick yeah. Yeah, spinach is tasty. And of course, you can, like, if you just blanch it and, like, if you're cooking it, just blanching it, squeeze the water out, it goes into nothing, doesn't it? For your freezer and stuff. I'm definitely big on taking advantage of, like, savings and stuff. Have you? So let's get rid of this stuff and we'll just start looking at all this from each side. I might do this with triangles so I can just get a more interesting shape. Freaking AMH band. That song, they're really milking the living fuck out of that song. Holy shit. Good song. I think this will work actually pretty well. Okay. Which song? It's Silenced by AMH Band. There's a no, I'm lost in the silence, looking for somewhere to hide. No, surrounded by violence. AMH. I'm just making sure it's the right name. AMH Band. Yeah, AMH Band. So, the lead singer looks like a cross between a friend of mine and Jack Black. But he's got an amazing voice. Jack Black has actually done like a duet with him on TikTok and stuff. Thrift used to be considered an art form. Now people just chuck stuff away willy-nilly to make a room for more stuff. Yeah, this... Like, I consider myself to... Like, well, I'm a fan of frugality. However, I've been told that I don't act remotely frugal because... So, this is what. So, say this chair... This chair was about 400 quid. It's not a cheap chair. But I consider this a frugal choice, and I'm going to explain why. Because I bought it. How many years ago did I buy this now? 5, 6 years ago? The padding of the chair I'm sitting on, the padding on the armrests, the padding on the back, the whole state of the chair, it's all perfectly functional still. It still works great. There are 3 bad things, but it's all aesthetic pretty much. So this has aided a little bit here, the colour. That's because, like, I've just put some, like, I've hung some stuff on it before and just not thought about it. I think that's probably it. This side of the thing is like this little chunk of it that I pulled off because it was kind of came apart a bit. It's aesthetic. Functionally, it's still perfect. It's just that so the armrests, they're very, very firm. It's like super, super firm foam, when you touch it with your thumbs, unless you put a lot of pressure in, it feels like hard plastic. When you put your arms on it, it's super comfortable. It's very strange, but that has made it last forever. The padding I'm sitting on, I need to reupholster it, basically. The upholstering, the actual, like, the pleather or whatever it is cracked. It's all shitty now. The foam and stuff is still amazing, but I need to get it recovered. But if I do that, this is basically still, like, almost as good as it was new. Therefore, I consider it an economical choice, because it has lasted so much longer. Before this chair, I had another one, which was £75, and it broke in 3 months of buying it. One of the bolts on the armrest, which holds the whole back up, sheared off. Like, it literally just, the actual bolt sheared. That was 75 quid, lasted 3 months. This was 360 quid, I think. And it's lasted, what, 6 years and more? So, yeah. Like I said, like, you just... I consider that still in the same realm as, like, frugality. Basically, just making smart choices, I guess. Ignoring false economies and whatnot. I was loaned a chair from work during COVID and they never asked for it back. Hell, dude. If it's a nice chair, fuck yeah. Yeah, proper office chairs are really expensive. Like, a really good office chair is like, you're looking £1,000 plus. Like, I'm talking like a proper, really good office chair. Like the one that PewDiePie has or something now. I think Pewds went for a proper office chair. Yeah. I'd love to remove this. Let's see what happens if I do remove this, although I might not be able to put that back. Let's save first. Looking for some. Or should I just actually get on with some fucking building? I should probably do that. So, let's finish this area. For the moment, I think this might just... We'll probably remove these and that in the end. But, we need some railings and shit. Railings and shit, bro. Call him Railing Smithers. Oh, yes. He sounds like Jack Black. Yeah. Try that on a broccoli. Yeah, so I'm going to try that mashed potato and spinach thing. But yeah, I was just brought up on the whole waste things, which doesn't sound too crazy to me. I don't know. I think nowadays definitely people, like, compared to, say, my parents' time, people are definitely more wasteful in general. What do you peg? The issue is the thickness of this. You know, I'm not down with the thickness when it's like this. Get up, come on, get down with thickness. That's pretty centered. I don't have to worry about covering that. If you remember this, it's because this is like, I've lowered this down, so we've got like the extra texture. Now, wasting is how you get to afford a £400 chair. Yeah. But even then, like, for me, I'm thinking just, yeah, I'm the same with food and stuff. So, like, going out. So I haven't been to, like, a pub in years. Actually, no, I went to a pub probably a year ago. I'd probably go to a pub once to twice a year to see specific friends, because they just like meeting in pubs. And it's just like, it's not like, it's the type of pub you'd find old men in, relaxing and drinking and stuff. A few snacks on the table, that kind of pub. Generally, my general form of enjoyment with going out with friends and stuff will be restaurants. I like going for good quality food and I go with some friends for that. Or try new stuff. And I'm the type of person who would much rather go out once a month to a nice restaurant than every week to a shitty pub for food. Like, pub food is... It depends where you are. It depends the pub, obviously. But in Middle England, pub food is generally very cheap stuff. It'll be like steaks and stuff, but it'll be rump steaks, and it will be chewy, and it will be kind of meh. But yeah, I'm the type of person who'd rather go out a quarter of as much and spend twice as much or something. Yeah. Let's get the smaller one on there again. Getting it on again. So I'd love to get... Actually, I'm going to have to block this up. Scooby doob again. Scooby up that Scooby, gonna doob again. I need another one. I don't see a problem specifically. I won't never put it in anyway. Oh yeah, so I want to see if there's a way to get this underneath to give this some visual support. It's not just like a flat piece of stone coming out of there. If not, I can just do some struts or something. I could do some of these upside down. I'd need to put, I think, a floor there so it can connect to it. What's... Oh, I didn't buy the floors, did I? Fuck's sake. Let's go this. It might not connect to the small one, so I've put a full one there as well. Back in the day, I would have put these upside down. Will this work? Yeah, that'll work fine. It doesn't come through the floor or anything. It just gives some heft. Like adding a wee bit of heft to things. Some say I'm a hefter. Oh, that does come to the floor, but that's... Yeah, I think that's fine. Yo, Dark Lord, how's it going, man? Should days do you a good start? Roll 4. Wait, what? Roll 4? Wait, it asked me to roll 4 die. I mean, alright. Oh, good lord. Roll. Okay. Okay, right. 4 feels a bit dangerous, Dark Lord. Are there different rules for this or something? Because this could get really bad, Dark Lord. Are you sure to do? I was doing this so I can take a photo without going back over there after, just in case. Well, I'll definitely take a photo. Oh, I know. I'll do it in the middle of this cable that's wrapped up. HDMI cable. No, it's my new DisplayPort cable. If I just knock the camera, I might have. This camera. That's fine. Right. Okay, there is a double, but it's very low, so that's probably good. So, 2235. Well, my hands are still on the screen. I'm going to send. Looking for something in a head. So, right, live chat. I'm just posting that photo in live. No, 2235, not 233. 2235. Dude, Dark Souls getting risky. Unfortunate about a chair. Wait, what? What happened? What chair? Oh god. Yo, Nano, how's it going, man? I was getting my stuff back on so I can see everything. Do 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 do. No. Nature of the night, man.
Oh, champion of the sun.
Oh, we're saying how unfortunate. Nudge, nudge. Okay. What's up, Dark Lord? Are you wondering whether to re-roll the lowest or something? Because it's a double anyway. Paul was the lone one during... Yeah, host, yeah, no one did. Oh god, what? Hi, I was here. Don't you mention you are reading the... Oh, holy crap, okay, yeah. Doing maths. Yeah. Slime. It's good, man. Oh yeah, earlier I was thinking of my favourite Japanese word that I've learned so far. And it's because every time I see it, it makes me smile. My favourite Japanese word so far is consento. That is because consento means power outlet. The reason I think that's funny is because it's basically a word, consent, or shoving a prong into something like, you know. It's very childish on it. Wait, what? The frick? Dude! Legend, man. Thank you, Dark Lord. Hells to the air. Thank you, Dark Lord, man, for the friggin' 17 gifted subs. That's incredibly generous of you, dude. Thank you, man. Holy crap, so Shrek. WWNSX, hells yeah. And thank you for the... that. Gishankabo. I'm probably saying that terribly wrong. If the German was auto-generated. Yo, so... welcome to JFC Fuller, Feral Nixie, Brogantic, you know, Skogos, Angry Beard Man. Wait, what? Did you just give another 16, Dark Lord? Was that accidental? Wait, what's going on? Has something happened? Oh, no, I think it was 17 total. Wait. I don't exactly know what's happening. Tokidoki. Tokidoki means sometimes, doesn't it? I think Tokidoki sometimes, yeah. I think. Real text again. Okay, right. Where's your text? I don't know where. I don't know what's going on here, but 2, 2, 3, 5. Roll 4, yes, roll 2, 2, 3, 5. Doing maths. $16. Holy Holy crap, Dark Lord, dude, what the frick? Like a new record. Keep going to the clock. Yeah, it's definitely a new record. Holy shit, do you do 16, 16, 16? Wait, was that... So 2 times 2 is 8. So then, and it was 3 and 5. Is it because this was 16, so you did triple 16? Holy crap, Dark Lord. Holy shitballs. That is an insane, dude. That is an insane amount to do, man. Yeah, hype train notifications go nuts. Yeah. Dude, thank you. Holy crap, man. This is... But... That's... you should never, like, look... The whole... I'm curious why, but you should also... There's a whole don't... Gift wasn't there? Dark Lord has now given a total of 529 gifted subs on this channel. That is insane. Notifications going nuts on app. Yeah. Thank you, Dark Lord. This is like... Now you wish you were... Now, I think it's because it was 16. Did Dark Lord, did you have a secret rule that if it was 16, if it was 16, you would triple it or something? But thank you, man. This is insanely generous. Yes, you did. Thank you, man. Is that why you were double checking the math just to make sure it was correct? Thank you, man. That's insanely generous of you, dude. Holy crap. So yeah, right. Welcome back to Angry Beardman WWNSX 11 Melissa 11 Sci-Fi Deity Rhesus 00 HFX Tenor SS L'American Mulgura Its Presence Toctic NMS Squirrel 3687 Zell Korajak also, the reason I thought it was 70 I think is because it put 17 out of 10 because of the... We already had Mr. Paul. And then Adex, Zeagle 1, Dusty Toast, interesting, Olama, Morpheus 300, Zach Eater, Big Swinging Will, Big Swinging Willie, for goodness sake. Amok Conan 70, Surdin, Chrono Tactics, Iblisi, Ewokaloo, No Brain Master, Boots Newman, Galores, and FN Ugroho, Raider the Reaper YouTube, X Mygaz, Arcates. Good lord, some of these names. How do I pronounce these? Kijak, on a discount. All GTA 32, Krahilom, Phoenix Dragon, Bellathor 5773, Nest Torpsy, Iskra Vai, Nick Brawler, Proboina, Pephoid, Tom Akron. Holy shit. So I'm so nip now, I'll just playing for the... And I think Nano resubbed as well with Prime. Thank you, Nano, for resubbing with Prime, man. Very much appreciate it. And Kirisin77 for some with Prime as well. Very much appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Dark Lord, man. That is genuinely insane. Explain for those that don't know 16, 16, 16. So 16, 16, 16 is basically... It's a No Man's Sky thing. There's... Actually, do I say... I guess I'm going to say some spoilers for No Man's Sky, so while my hand is up, I'll be saying some spoilers. It's basically the whole background story for No Man's Sky. So, essentially, there are 16 seconds left in the universe, but because time is relative, and we're in a simulation, also a big spoiler, those 16 seconds are 16 seconds in the world that... in the real world or the layered simulation that the Atlas is in, and not the simulation itself. So those 16 seconds, for our perspective, could be an eternity. So is that the explanation you were looking for, Douglas? We've come a long way since The Legend 27. There are YouTube videos about Swarm Expedition. Brought out all of the griefers and trolls building trap structure at the swarm sites. Yeah, I've seen. I think that's just a reason to make videos. Honestly. People troll at every chance they get. There's always trolls around. I don't think it's a big deal. I think people are making way more of a deal about it than it is. If you know what you're doing, they can't ruin your game. They can be obnoxious. That's about it. You can just turn multiplayer off. You can report the base. You can revert to a restore save. There's loads of stuff you can do. So should we get bridges for these trolls to live under? We should. Oh, that could be cool. Make a planet just for bridges to house the trolls. I think some terrible jokes there. I'm not going to say them though, because I'll never get cancelled. But yeah, so like we could. But yeah, thank you, Dark Lord Man. That is insanely generous of you, dude. That is a ridiculous amount of friggin' subs to gift. I very much appreciate it, man. Thank you. Dark Lord, probably, well, no, not probably, definitely, like, Dark Lord and Sword, I would say my two biggest supporters over all of the years. So yeah, thank you, Dark Lord Man. I had lots of troll bases at the start expedition, but I haven't seen any for weeks. I think he's blown out of proportion. Definitely is, yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, that's why I think. That's why I think this is partly just something to make videos on. People love drama. It's not like they're lying. They're just exaggerating the truth. Probably. I haven't seen these videos. I don't know. This is just my general basic thoughts of someone saying that this is happening. They say content farming, yes. I mean, I don't see any problem with that. I actually really enjoy a number of, you could call them slop tubers sometimes. I enjoy watching a bit of like online drama videos sometimes. It's entertainment. And on that bridge planet, trolls can only dwell beneath the ridges. Yes. And Twitch ads, when I talk, I swear they do this intentionally. It's, well, I'll say once it's after. I think most casuals play with MP turned off, so there is that. Oh, turned on, so there is that. Yeah. But even then, it's like, I think a lot of people, most casuals don't really know how to deal with it. This is a problem. I made a few videos of how to deal with it. I made a video for this one. Has many people even seen that? I didn't clickbait the title very well, so a lot of people may not have seen it. 13,000 people have seen it. That's nothing, considering the scope of the thing. I called it Fixing Your Issues. That's pretty baity. But maybe they're like, these aren't my issues, it's an issue by the game. Well, yeah, but you're the one who has a problem. Yeah, how to fix all of your swarm expedition issues. Oh yeah, Armates. It might feel like it's always against you. It is on a timer. I set the timer because with Twitch, basically I've got it set to 3 minutes of ads an hour in a minute and a half every 30 minutes. I feel like that's the least intrusive way of getting 3 minutes an hour. You need at least 3 minutes per hour to turn off pre-rolls. So that's why I've got it on there. Because I think pre-rolls are a terrible idea. It basically completely stops any new people from ever finding you. Because they're not going to stick around if they have to watch like 3 minutes of ads before they can even see what you like, are they? I too enjoy a bit of slapped ham from time to time. Slapped ham. How to fix my issues reminds me of my last therapy session. Yeah, maybe I should have baited that video a bit more. The light is starting to reflect your face again. Oh. That might be reflecting off my deodorant. While holding it, highly recommend this one. Bulldog. It is a natural deodorant, original, herbal, and refreshing scent. It's scored quite highly. Oh, that is shining as well. It's scored quite highly in this app I sometimes use. I forget what it's called. It's got a carrot as the Yucca. It's called Yucca. And it's an app that allows you to scan products, and it gives you a rating on all of the chemicals in the products and whether they are mentioned in studies or having carcinogenic effects or other things. And it will list all the studies, and it gives you a level of like a score. So it's like excellent to poor, and it'll give you full information on what is currently known about this chemical and stuff like that. Quite a interesting app, and if you're interested in that kind of thing, then it's worth checking out. So yeah, Bulldog, this is a really highly rated one because it has fecal chemicals in it. Well, actually, it has about 20 different things in it, but it doesn't have ones that are going to mess you up. Water's a chemical. We're made of chemicals. Bulldog makes superb beard oil. I have that exact beard oil in the bathroom as well, and I tend to use it. I haven't actually put anything in today, but yeah, I do use that beard oil. I'll admit that I had folks that would go onto my Corvette to hitch a ride, then bring them to center of the universe place. Ah, nice. That's a cool hitchhike. Hitchhike to center of the galaxy. It's time to reflect on your face. I skipped your video to watch one called The One Secret to Fix Expedition Issues that Sean doesn't want you to know. It sounded more exciting than yours, and thanks, Dark Lord. Cheers, yeah. Oh, won't surprise me. Actually, almost done. There we go. Hypochondriac's Nightmare in an app. That's a hypochondriac's dream. What are you on about? It tells you what is safe, for sure, 100%. So, like, I use a moisturizer. I tried one from Aveeno, which is like an oat milk one. I didn't like the feel of it. It left my skin feeling greasy. I'm at the age now where I use moisturizer on my arms and my neck and face and stuff. And I was looking for like a moisturizer that I'm just planning to use now from now on. And I ended up finding one, Neutrogena one. I forget the name of it, but I think it's like the most common one. What's it called? Just in case anyone's actually curious. And this was rated like 100 in the app. This Neutrogena one. The Aveeno one wasn't rated too. It wasn't too bad though. What I read on it didn't seem that like you need to worry about it really. My sister-in-law uses the Aveeno one, so I've just given her a wired left. There's getting shrizzled. Feels bad, man. Shrizzled. Shrizzled for shizzle. One of these days, going to talk about fucking No Man's Sky. Neutrogena, yeah. What is it? I already ordered that much shit since I ordered that. Neutrogena, Norwegian formula, deep. Damn it! Clicked it. It is Neutrogena, deep moisture. That's the one. And it's pretty cheap. £3.24 at the moment for a 400ml, versus the £7 to £8 for the same for a 500ml of Aveeno. Massively. One of those will last me about 3 or 4 weeks. 2 to 3 weeks, I think. Oh, price-wise, worth it. Recommend. How to eat healthy, spending normal dollars, don't live in the US. Yeah. So, I was always under the impression that the US was very cheap. I was always here that the US, although you live in California, so it's like almost a separate thing, isn't it? I would always hear that the US is cheap because of like you have less taxes and stuff. We have way higher sales tax than you guys, but everything's still cheaper here. Yeah, I imagine it definitely depends. Like America's massive, I imagine in the Midwest, vegetables are a hell of a lot cheaper because you grow them there. What the hell is it still? Why is it pushing? I'm gonna stand on the teleport. Train, whoop! Have you tried bathing in ass's milk? I have not. No. Nope. Haven't tried that. What about Nivea? I mean, it depends on the line. Like, it depends what Nivea product you're after, I think. I have the paid version of that app. It's only like 10 quid a year. It allows you to actually scan the barcodes on products. Yeah, the Bulldog is 100. It's excellent. I did that 3 years ago. All three of the ones I've used are excellent. How do I search? I search. Nivea. Moisturizer? Like a body lotion, I guess. Extra moisturizing Nivea. Bad. Holy crap, that's got a really bad listing. 15 out of 100 the score. It has 3 moderate risk ingredients, 10 low risk, and 10 risk free. So this is the thing I was on about. You can go through this. This is definitely going too far almost for this shit. So like you then click the information on one of them and it gives you all this information on the chemicals and studies and stuff that are linked to it. And then you can look even further if you want. Scientific sources. It's got like 20 different sources for this one chemical. It's interesting if you're into that kind of thing. It is like, if you're going to use it, you probably need a lot of reading those. Sanex. Let's see Sanex. No, we're going to spend the stream looking at moisturizers. Sanex Expert Skin Health Moisturizing. 93 out of 100. Sanex Expert Skin Health Moisturizing is rated very high. It has a single chemical that is low risk. So, cocamidopropyl. Cocamidopropyl betaine. And that's the only thing that's in it. And it's just got those text that sources. So Sanex rated very high. That's easy to not. Oh my gosh, I think I used a food app by that company. Oh really? We have too many chemicals and additives without known effect on human. Oh, I mean healthy quality food ingredients are expensive in the US. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah. I think, like, this is definitely a contentious thing. I definitely think that most of the, like, trends and stuff on social media with people saying, like, you know, oh, you shouldn't eat any of these strawberries because they've had this thing used on them. Almost all of that is bullshit. It's just like, it's fine. It's not going to do you any harm. Like, most of that stuff is people saying this one thing that is used as a pesticide for this strawberry is a carcinogen. That thing is also almost completely washed off the strawberry. The amount left on the strawberry would require eating 2,000 strawberries within a day for it to have 0.01% chance of being a notable carcinogen. That kind of thing. It's literally that bad. People just say this is a carcinogen. The sun is one of the worst carcinogens in the world. It is like, like the type 1 or class 1 or whatever you call it. So 1,990, yes. As long as you don't have one more, you're fine. But I'm also a fan of a lot of the European laws and stuff for food regulation. Like, I don't like the whole bleaching chickens and bleaching eggs that are part of US laws. But also, you have these laws because you kind of had to at that point that they were put in. So like the same reason like America's chocolate is different to English chocolate. Your chocolate had to survive higher temperatures for longer distances. So you have different ways of handling things. That's just what it is. It's like, yeah, I don't know. I definitely think too many, like, so I think the main issue, personally, I think, and I'm not a scientist, this is just from everything I've read, if you want to live healthily, eat less processed food. And when I say processed, I mean eat less, like, glowing fucking cheese that comes out of a can or something, you know? Just play it by ear, eat more whole foods. Cooking is a process, so not all processed food is bad. And just, yeah. Just, like, most people aren't going to think too deep on this. They just want to know, okay, don't eat butter. Butter's fine, but you know. Now, hydrogenated trans fats, they're bad. And that was in the thing. I can feel in my core eating only foods from the States. Let's think. So, like, I think the main issue, a lot of the main issues with a lot of American food is not usually the chemicals in them. It's the high palatability of those foods that make it far easier to overeat those foods. You guys put a hell of a lot more salt and sugar in everything. That adds way more calories, makes them more calorie dense, makes the calories easier to overeat on. I personally think, based on observation, so it's not the best. I think that's one of the primary issues. Go on the McDonald's diet. Or meatball. You're probably taking it. So train there is big. Is exaggeration. It's like, I mean, if you only buy Whole Foods and stuff in America, you'll be fine as well, yeah. But I don't know. You guys just have more processed food, I think. Some of our American foods are good, like biscuits and gravy and chicken fried steak. You put this up last week. Biscuits and gravy and chicken fried steak. Or if it wasn't you, someone brought it up, just saying, well, Dave would like that. I mean, yeah, like, that's good in a different way. It's not good in a healthy way. It's good in a tasty and awesome way. I mean, to be fair, actually, biscuits and gravy is healthy if you eat, like, a reasonable amount of it. Which is, unfortunately, that is not the amount you eat when you eat biscuits and gravy. You eat an unhealthy amount of it. The whole thing's made of butter. You have, like, 1,500 calories minimum portion of it, when you should have had half that. If you have 700 calories of biscuits and gravy, that is a perfectly fine meal. 700 calories of pizza for your dinner, perfectly fine meal. You'll want to mix some vegetables in there every so often, but you know. I can't eat fried food. Ah, that sucks. I wish EU food laws here in the US. Yeah, I mean, I have my opinions. I've said them. Just so, yeah. Like, it's not for me to decide what people in America eat or have their laws and stuff. Biscuits and gravy is also something you compare with other things too. Really? I suppose, yeah, you could have it as a side, couldn't you? You could just have one small biscuit with a bit of sausage gravy on it as like a third of your meal. Just 250 calories of biscuits and gravy. Or actually, well, say 500 calories of biscuits and gravy, and then just a bunch of veg, like some greens and stuff. That sounds awesome. If you just had biscuits and gravy, 500 calories of that, 200 to 300 calories of greens, epic meal, very well balanced. Well, low protein generally, but otherwise decent. Scrambled eggs, hash browns, do collard greens among other things too. Peaches. Peaches in a savoury meal? Do you guys use peaches outside of desserts? Or just eating delicious peaches? Talking of that, nectarines, which are, I found out not too long ago, are a type of peach. I assumed peaches were only the hairy ones, the furry ones. I love nectarines. They're one of my favourite fruits. It's just basically, for those who call them peaches, it's just the smooth peaches. They are amazing at the moment because it's they're in season in Spain. So for Europe, all nectarines currently are peak. They're the best of the season. I had some really good ones that were white flesh ones. There's some really nice yellow flesh ones in. I had one before the stream. It was delicious. I pretty much only ever eat them as they are, though. I'll just eat a peach or nectarine. Or I'll put it in some Greek yogurt. With maybe... Actually, this is what I like doing. So, I've done feck all actual building this game. Holy shit. So, like, I get some fruit. Strawberries, peaches, whatever's on offer. Cut it up in a bowl. I'll then put a few spoonfuls of Greek yogurt on. Get a few drops of like Belgian dark chocolate. Put that in there. The whole freaking bag has now gone that weird thing because of heat and it's got the white coating on it now. It's fine. It just means it's not tempered anymore. Then I'll crush a few pecans or walnuts on top, and then oh yeah, I'll get a small meringue and I'll crush that, make it like an eaten mess. That is a dessert for the ages. It's a real treat. I'd recommend. I'm a full-time caretaker, so I eat the same food prepared for the person I'm taking care of. Fast food is usually not on me. And sit here too sometimes. They were put there by a man. Wait, what? What are you on about, Anton? Right, so, all I ever wanted, all I ever needed, dooby-dooby-diddle, do. Oh my god, we're back again. Gonna skip it a dude, gotta skip it a friend. So he doesn't want to attach to that, what a bastard. Gotta skip my dude, gonna show me how. And you're skibbling and you're dibbling and you're doobling up the down everything. Never mind it, rock your body. What the habibness is going on here, man? Question hyperbolic, sorry, I think my point was you don't need to eat food sold from a fancy super in order to be healthy. Well, Train, he does live in California. The thing is, so my experience in California is San Francisco and Redwood City. That's it. I've been there twice, and that's all I've been to. San Francisco is expensive. Redwood City is like, I'm pretty sure you have to be a multimillionaire to live there. So of course, it was super expensive. Yeah, Cali's saying thing. Yeah, that's saying. I think it's definitely expensive there. We can take this one away and just put that back after. This was a pain in the vagina, wasn't it, fellas? Oh, hi there, fellas. You peen Austin, put down there. Well, I suppose if I'm only doing this, that would be the way to go. Oh my god, we're back again. Maybe, right, let's figure it out on that side, because this has the least space, and then we'll mirror it. Palo Alto saying hi to someone who's been in Redwood City. Yo, Douglas Sharp. Palo Alto. So, Palo Alto. So is that a place near there or something? Or is that your name? Or Palo Alto is a historic city in Silicon Valley, California. Famous as the home of Stanford University and an incubator for tech giants like Apple, Google, and Facebook. Ah! 210 South. Okay. Yeah, I went there for like events or whatever. I was allowed to say that I was there, so I'm not breaching any contracts by saying West Hampshire. Yeah. I mean, obviously, like I was only there for a couple of days for each one. I basically did my work, chilled out in the hotel. Then my last day, I went early to San Francisco to spend the day there both times before running to the airport to get back. There was a cherry cobbler I had that had a bit of Marionberry in it. It was glazed in honey. What was Marionberry? One thing that I really liked, which I've found to be rare, cherry cobbler. This cobbler, isn't that basically like kind of like an almost sweet bread / dumpling dough that you kind of swirl with a load of fruit and then bake? Is that what cobbler is? Remember is a type of blackberry which has a unique taste to it. Ooh, interesting. I do like blackberries. Cobbler is similar to a pie. Oh, okay. That's not what I thought it was all then. I grew up in San Jose in the 1960s and 1970s. Was a great place to grow up at back then. Hey, yo, Mark. Oh, probably going to tell me about shoes. Oh, why is my internet so slow? Let's close the app and open again. So, cobbler food. Cobbler is a dessert or savoury dish consisting of fruit or savoury filling poured into a large baking dish and covered with a batter, biscuit or dumpling before being baked. Oh, so this is more like, so we have a very similar thing. It's more specific, but it's called crumble. So we will often make crumble. So like it's basically a top-only pie, but it's not pastry as such. It's kind of pastry, but it's basically like a powder, like pastry. Essentially, you get a load of like a pie filling, and then you just put this mixture, this very loose, almost like fat sand, couscous-sized crumble made out of flour and butter and stuff on top, and you bake it. It's basically not and can't be pie. There's such thing as a crumble cobbler. Really, because this one looks like it. Covered in batter, biscuit, or dumpling. So biscuit would be the crumblish version. You know, like some of these look identical to crumble. Baked cum food that features sweet fruit or savoury filling topped with a layer of biscuit dough, dumplings, or cake batter. Baked in deep... Okay, well, I'll just type. Cobbler versus crumble. Versus crumble. A cobbler features a thick biscuit-like or cake-like dough dolloped over baked fruit, which puffs up to resemble a cobbled road. A crumble is blanketed in a loose, crumbly streusel mixture made of flour, butter, and sugar. It feels like they mostly said the same thing in two different ways, except the crumble is just thinner. The cobbler's got a really thick top to it. I'll definitely try. Yeah, I'll have to make one. There is such thing as a crumble cobbler. Oh, okay. So is that the biscuit version then? But it seems like cobbler's just way thicker. Like I said, crumble is like a centimetre thick, maybe. Layer of like loose loose layer, and it kind of, the butter in the crumble will basically cement it as a layer. I think I'm just going to make some baked olive oil drenched bread tomorrow. Trench bread, something just inspired it. Hells yeah, is the name. Heck yeah, boy. We might be able to do the thing. So, for this one, let's go try that. That. Ah, no, it cuts into it. I think that actually won't be a problem, really. Scooby-Doo, where scoop again. Gotta skibbity-doo, gotta skibbity-how. Every Scooby-Dooby gotta rock your poopy now. Everybody. Is an adequate shape? That looks like an annoying little thing on the end there. What happens if I do this? Is that kind of cool? I'm not sure if it is. I say stick to this. Yeah, a bit more boring, but the fancy all you guys just eat an apple, orange or grapefruit as God intended, unmolested. Oh, you gotta molest your fruit, man. What the hell are you doing? Those who don't molest their fruit are just... It's not living. All due to lasers on my... I have to agree, although I'm partial to blackberry and apple and a green gauge. Green gauge? What's a green gauge? I've heard of this, but I don't really know what it is. Centimeter, I won't eat it unless it's 3 at least, or crumble less, more crumble, less fruit. What? To be fair, I mean the fruit is only like 1 to 2 centimeters. Well, crumbles for me are generally, they're not too deep. You don't want that much. It's like it's such a sugary, buttery thing. It's a dessert. You don't want an entire meal's worth of crumble. And you have crumble with ice cream. If you don't, you're a Philistine. Like you have hot crumble, cold ice cream. People who have custard with crumble are psychopaths. What, you want hot on hot? What are you, some kind of volcano man? There you go, I've said my piece. Where should I tackle this? Tackleberry Joe. They call me Tackleberry Joe. Don't know where, but they do. Everybody. I have to agree, although I'm partial to blackberry and apple. Oh yeah, so yeah, blackberry and apple is peak crumble, as is apple and rhubarb. Oh, love a bit of apple and rhubarb and a crumble. I'd have a hot crumble with hot custard if I like to crumble. That's because you're a filthy weaver. That's it. Like, there's another reason I hate weavers, everybody. They have hot crumble with hot custard. They don't know the majesty, the pure bliss that is the juxtaposition, the dichotomy. Hot and cold food. Oh. For dessert especially, when it's sweet. It's the stuff, man. I said my piece, Zane, on crumble and psychopath. Crumble and psychopath. Don't have crumble, I also eat fruit as God intended. Oh, that sound. What? With that, I normally eat fruit unmolested. I mean, molesting fruit is a pastime of mine, but you know. What am I saying? Talking about my own turducken. All these duckins just a turd around. Talking about my own turducken. Turding duckins all day long. My own turducken. Don't turducken unless you're strong. Talking about my turducken, baby. Baby. That's a lot of low-hanging fruit for quotes there. ripe for molesting. Yeah, don't quote me on that. Why do posh people eat cold custard? Posh people and people in hot countries. Like, one of my favourite things, because when I was younger, actually, this is going to make me sound posh there. So when I was younger, we used to go on a yearly holiday to Spain. That was like the thing when I was a kid. The family holiday, and in Spain, they sell, like, one of the big desserts, one of the big, like, kid... children's thing they sold, or I don't know, it's like in their yogurt section in their grocery stores, they sell flavoured cold custard, and it's delicious. It's so good. It's 360, Paul. You're doubling. Don't tell me things. Also, it's fading. The upholstery on this, it's not in one piece. This looks, like I said, aesthetically, my chair doesn't look all that good anymore. But functionally, it's still perfect. 800. What? Let's do that. Hey, I can! Awesome. Everything is awesome. Everything is keeping you part of a team. Everything is awesome when your victims scream. That is the best. No, nothing quite like it, really. The only thing better is when you have to purge them. In the hands, it's in the Honda Super Cup of gamer chair. Honda Super Cup? The fuck's a Honda Super Cup? You've seen your chair for a living though, so the amount you pay for it is kind of moot. Yeah, I mean, that's what I was saying. I was saying earlier, like, I consider myself frugal. Some people have said that I'm not frugal because I bought like a 400 quid chair. But, like you said, not only have I sat in it every day pretty much for the last 6 years I've had it or whatever, but also it's lasted that long and it's still in perfect working order functionally. So I think it was a really good choice and not an expensive choice. I think it was a frugal option. Well, I might be stretching the word. What's the exact meaning? Describes quality of being thrifty, economical, and careful with money. Yeah, this is economical. Food and other resources. Yo, no probe! Holy crap, dude! Thank you kindly. That's incredibly kind of you. Holy crap, gifted 10 subs. Mentalist. We've had insane amount of subs today. Good lord. Yeah, this... I don't work out how many this is. This makes more than 60 subs today, I think, which is insane. Thank you, No Probe. That's incredibly kind of you. Thank you. Welcome, Ramscan, Laz of Steel, Oakland Tay, Kaluchi, Jess the Writer, Marlin TV, Montana Has 18, Northern Golem, Heck Geek, and Crucifix. Hails to the year. Thank you, very kind. That's really kind of you, No Probe. Thank you very much. I very much appreciate it. I hope you're doing well anyway. Ooh. And now I have Johnny Be Good in my head. We need to decide what to put on the... Actually, that is a better way of doing it. That just looks better. Although these, yeah, these will both look the same. We could have the landing pads be this side, maybe. I don't want the landing pads to overshadow. So maybe put them out here. Doing great. Hope you all enjoyed that. Hells yeah. I really appreciate it, Nova. Thank you. Very kind of you. Nanoplasm resubbing with Prime on his second account. Very much appreciated. Thank you, Nano. How's it? Choo choo indeed. Looking second hype train of the day is mental. I don't think I've ever had 2 hype trains in a single stream outside of Twitch drops. Yeah, thanks guys. I really appreciate it. I really do. Oh damn it, maybe the best way of doing this to make it look interesting might be to tier the stairs, because this just looks boring when you have that. Things that can help you is a good bed, good chair, well-off shoes. So I haven't really spent much on shoes for years now, but I don't go out all that much. However, I do have a specific pair of slippers that I like. I don't know if you see this, this brand. It's called Vericozy. These are pretty cheap. They're like 25 quid and they last me like a year. But good memory foam slippers that are comfy. I have a Simba mattress, which I splurged on because, again, so I'd used an old mattress for years. And as you say, sleep is one of the most important things you should definitely focus on, and I agree. And like I have the Simba, I use the Simba pillow as well. And like that was like a 90 quid pillow, but I got it in a deal, like the thing. So I basically got the pillow and the duvet for like very cheap. Their duvet is amazing as well. It's really airy. And it helps you. Well, helps you breathe, not get hot. I'd recommend them actually. The Simba stuff is really good. It's like the best bed I've ever had. Do you have any toilet slippers? No. Are you talking about like flashback or something from peeing from a distance? I don't have toilet slippers, no. You're making me kind of want to have I only recently bought this pair of slippers, like a 20 quid a year, 25 quid a year slippers, posh. I've still got my old ones, so I thought I'll use them for outside. I kind of want like Japanese toilet slippers. I don't know. Are you talking about slippers that... Do Japanese have slippers for the toilet? Are you just talking about slippers for non-tatami mats or something? Because you generally wear slippers in Japanese homes, and you take them off even for the tatami. Because like Japanese homes are generally wooden floors, and you don't wear shoes on those wooden floors. Even touring the old temples, you'll need to leave your shoes at the entrance, and they'll provide you with slippers to walk around in. Thinking about it, athlete's foot must be terrible in Japan, or really good. Why am I googling this? Is athlete's foot a problem in Japan? Yes, athlete's foot, known as in Japan, is widespread and common problem affecting estimated 1 in 5 people. High humidity during the rainy season and summer, coupled with the culture of taking off shoes in homes, schools, public baths, creates ideal environments for the fungus spread. Well, that sucks, yeah. That's like the one biggest annoyance I'd have thought for the Japan stuff. In Japan, they do have slippers just to use in the bathroom, or what they call in the CR comfort. In Japan, there are room slippers, room socks, room wear, etc. Basically, comfy, casual wear, usually very cute too. So yeah, I am currently wearing those slippers I showed you, as well as some jogging bottoms. I am not someone who will ever wear jogging bottoms outside. Not since I was like a teenager. because I think it looks chavvy. And I think people who do their shopping wearing onesies and their pajamas are ridiculous people. And if any of you watching do that to this day, I think you're a little ridiculous. I would call you that. Actually, I wouldn't say if I'm not gonna call people ridiculous to their face just outdoors. That's just being a dick. But yeah, like when I'm like at home, I wear comfy slippers and jogging bottoms because why the hell? Like jeans with a belt, it's not that comfy when you just don't need to wear something like that. Or, you know. But yeah, hell yeah. Hype train level 4, should Daisy. Wait, the other one, what level did that reach? 8! Holy crap, it was 98% as well. Mental. Open the chest of wonders. Got the Serval Bop emote. Okay, I want that. I don't know if sharing that will actually allow you guys to use it if you couldn't, but I think everyone can use it anyway. Lovely. Let's get the bloody dashboard up again. Get some stuff actually done because I've just been chatting for 2 hours. I mean, to be fair, I did call the stream like chillding and chatting or something. I said we were going to be chatting in the... And we've done a bit of building, so you know, can't have a go at me too much. You can, but I think it's unreasonable if you do. This is what I was thinking. Going down with this. Everybody. So, I think, yeah, I'll have to go underneath or use one of these. Oh god, yeah, this sucks. Annoying. But it is what it is. OMG. I grew up with a family that even before you eat breakfast, you get dressed first before you do anything at all. Yeah, I mean, like when I was younger, you didn't really walk around the house wearing in your underwear or something. Putting the previous day's t-shirt and something on to eat breakfast, I think is fairly normal. Then after breakfast, if you didn't shower the night before, so if you did, you'd want to put clean clothes on. Then you'd shower after breakfast or something. I don't know. Depends what you've got in your day. If you're out right away or early or something, in which case you might just shower, get dressed, eat breakfast, go. You can get an awful lot of Marks and Sparks chocolate down a onesie without it showing, mate. Don't knock them out. That makes sense. Feeling. And do have slippers, just use the bathroom. Comfort room. I grew up in a family. If you showed up in your PJs, you will not be able to eat it. All they would tell you to get dressed first. Yeah, that wasn't. I mean, it was a little tyrannical. Do 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 do. I don't need to use a longer one, but it will make it easier to take away after. Now, I'm going to show y'all a little trick. Many of you will know this trick, but do you know when I'm, like, my character's over there? So in building mode, this is as far as I can go, but I don't want to have to move my character and go back out of here. So, what you do is you double tap the button to enter and exit build camera. And now it's recentered the build camera so I can go further. How cool is that? I don't know if you saw in Discord, but the Expedition Fragment faction is tied to your account as you suspected. So if you transfer a save file to different accounts, it'll use the faction. So yeah, I don't know where I'd said it, but Dark Lord had already done a load of testing on this. Like, he'd altered the team in the save file, in like the cache file that is created when the server comes back. So it's kind of proof that either the server determined it or the server enforces the one that was decided. So like, yeah, like even if you change it or remove the team, it will always revert it back to that same team, yeah. So moving a save file over will give you the team for that account or whatever, yeah. Should have been your P. But yeah, I did see your comment on that, yeah. How many more do we want to go? So we got 5 steps there. 2 more. We'll do 2 more. We'll do 7. We definitely want to go with odd because since I made that pagoda in Valheim, I quite like odd numbers for luck. 7 is a lucky number anyway. Let's have 7 tiers. Rock your body, rock your body. So, I was thinking, there is a way to potentially learn all 3 faction banners because you didn't need to take your. So, wait, actually, wouldn't that learn it, wouldn't it? So, right, as far as I know, you would have to make sure all of your accounts were completely separate. They weren't cross-save connected before you went on them. You would have to be lucky enough that the 3 different accounts you have are all different and on different platforms. You do it all to get all 3 on those separate accounts. Then you link them in cross-save and switch saves over. That, I think, could result in you unlocking it on all 3, but I don't know for sure. But also, I think the point of it is that you only get the banner, the flags of your team anyway. I think that's the whole point of it. So I don't think they want you to be able to get the 3. Everybody. Now, how do we get this nice barrier that goes down without glitching? Probably not without glitching. You don't want losers getting Weaver banners. Essentially, yes. You don't, like, no winner, no sage, glorious sage, wisdom of the universe legend is going to want to accidentally build a blue flag for those stinky hippies. Therefore, not even allowing us to learn those plans prevents that from ever happening. You realise how many lives that has saved? So many. Filthy, stinky weavers. I don't care about the rules anymore. I just saw no weavers. Right. I wish glitch building was easier, like back in the day. Gotta skip it a doody, gotta skip it a hand. Yep, I did that. I have 3 different factions on 3 different accounts, then save transferred to a different account will assume the faction assigned to the account. The faction banner in the build menu is replaced. Oh! It's the actual one in the build menu. Oh, okay. Well, damn. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't realize that. That's okay. They really wanted to make sure we didn't get it, didn't they? Yeah. It's the best choice they've ever made, you know. Saved a lot of lives again. Imagine how many people might have accidentally been all weavering. Ugh. As they say. guess that is probably the best choice here. If you're scoobing and you're doobing and you're rocking about me right, everybody. And then we have ourselves things up the globe. Now, do I use? Do we have any? No, but I could just grab one. Thinking salvage tech, because I only have the one landing pad. I think the other one's cheaper to build as well, and there's less things poking out, so I'd probably want that one. What's the percent at? Let's have a look. 65, 69. Nice. Boy. A delicious 69%. Tasty. I think Spirit said it looks like it's going to be done by like the 10th of July. I know health and safety won't like you deleting the handrails to the stairs, and they will not. He threw up a little in your mouth when he said Weaver. I mean, I did, yeah. But it sounded like that because I did. It is. And am I to be blamed for this? Or is it understandable? I think it's understandable personally, but you know. So, yeah, let's go and let's pop a dom up to the thing that Google. And oh no, first I need to grab one or two or something. Oh, very saucy. Right here, nice. How the hell did I miss this before? That'll do, pig. I want to stop doing missions, right meow. Right meow, damn it, right meow. Well, my favourite of that is like, hello, everyone. That's stupid. A rite will finish 3 days before the expedition ends. No, it'll finish way before then. The expedition ends, so it's going at a rate of like 2.6% a day. There's 69% left, so let's have a look. Let's say 2.6. So there's 31% divided by 2.6. That's 12 days. What is the day today? 28. There's 2 days left. So yeah, 10th of July. And this ends 11 days after that. So there'll be 11 days left roughly. Don't forget, Black Ruby, that there was over a week. There was a week at the beginning where we didn't have Xbox people joining in. So it's sped up a lot since then. Oh, that looks pretty cool. It's looking like a filthy drone boy. Drone boy body, drone body. Drone your body right. Back streets back. You shites. Do 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 do. It'll finish in time. Hey, she'll make sure. Yeah, I mean, yeah. If it looked like it wasn't, they'd probably make sure it would. For all we know, they might even just have a modifier on the stuff. So, for all we know, like, if it looks like it's too slow, they might just make all of our points that we put in from then on be worth 1.2 instead of 1. I could also lower the maximum amount total required to get there. I don't think they'll mess with the ratios, but as long as they keep that, it's fine. Looks like some station core almost. I don't know. We'll experiment. It only costs one thing to get. We'll see which one. Do we keep the 2 or do we get something else? We get the save point. We get the signal booster. We get a massage module. Ooh, we could get a light box and light floors. Check the expedition tab and it looked like we have to destroy it eventually. Yeah. The hive. Happens come X when we get to read the expedition. Does all this get reset? Well, no, so I don't know how they're going to do it, but they can't obviously do an exact thing just shorter for this one. Unless they do like a secondary one, I don't know. There's not enough native player. Yeah, it's basically what I mean. You know, like, they could just increase our participation score points by like 20%. Or just add a modifier on it. They could, like I said, they could also lower the total required to hit the 100%. They do a few things. And they wouldn't have to fix the ratios, because they can keep the ratios as they are. Like, it's not like it's a particularly bad thing them doing it. Alright. Stretch. I can't believe it would have been 2.5 hours. It's because I've been chatting about freaking food all the stream. This is what happens in my streams, and if it's not for you, then it's a shame. Oh, I'll get more metal plating because I'm going to need a bunch for this. So what else do I need for these? Microprocessor. I don't know how many I have, but let's get a few more. Make at least 4. 4 landing pads should be fine, I think. Dock locked and ready to rock. Oh, I'm not near my ship now. Oh, my friend. Hello, my friend. Oh, my friend. His name was Pizza. Do. He lived on the 2nd floor. Oh. I should probably face you, though I want to do that. It'll put me closer. So what we want is I'm thinking of placement. Have middle. One. Yeah. Let's see how they look distance-wise. We're going to lower them after. Actually, yeah, I'd prefer them to be there. Just be closer then. We also want them facing that way for this side. And then that way for the other side. So the player will always be on the path side when they exit the vehicle. Lowering wise, I'm still missing 6 mil plating. Another biscuit? You biscuit, bitch! Biscuit ass. Look at you. Stupid ass biscuit. Oh, I didn't build it. Uh, so, let's have a look. Take the expedition, and it looks like we have destroyed one. We have there. Will there be a disabled one with extra space? No, on your own. Into there. I'd probably get away with just doing it. Will that be? Is that the right height? If I want that poking through, yes. If I want a fancy floor, it's gonna have to be slightly. I could glitch them in, but it's going to be slightly off because snap glitching is just a bastard at the moment. Not necessarily. I might be able to snap glitch. Okay, right. Let's give that a go first. It won't take long to give it a go. So roughly under me is where we want the wall to come to. So this pad. I'll then. Please, I got the garage door. Fuck. I probably thought I'm not going to do any glitching, so I didn't get it. Balls! What a bloody snatch. I might not be able to do this. I did get the wall this though. Not in the middle though. Could just bring it slightly closer. It's fine. Now, I can't remember what the correct way for this to face is. Actually, right, first of all, let's see where this glitch is to. Amstück. So, that's glitched it this way. Will it be? I don't think this is server access at all, mate. Even the entrance is an obstacle course. This, see? I'm making you work for it, you know. I think I'm gonna have to rotate this to. No, it's the wrong way. Damn it. Ah. Then. To. Yeah. Reverse wire doesn't seem to want to work. Why not? I did fuck with the timings a lot. It'll let me wire glitch, but it won't let me reverse wire glitch. If I can't reverse wire glitch, then it's going to be by eye at best. So, let's try by eye. Placement of the... Oh! Placement of the landing pad glitched is going to be different to snapped. That's why I'm just trying to work out exact height. So still do pretty well by eye with this. So I want to go. further away you go, the more accurate it's going to be, because in principle is leverage. You just get more detail. So I could do the second end up there and it'll be very straight. Then we'll try glitching this on. What way is that facing? It's facing the wrong way, so I just have to do it that way. But so we'll just know that. For this side, we'll want the Y going that way. For this side, we'll want the Y going that way. So now let's have a look at the height of this. So that is 2. So to make this perfect, this will actually be very nice. We'll just now lower. We'll lower these. Let's just set everything up. So we'll go down 2, then out 3. It's on this side, but I can just do this instead of going down 2. Because I know it will be right as well this time, I'll be able to delete all these floors so they won't be in the way. We could also use these other ones to get the right size. It started raining here. It feels like the temperature dropped 50 Celsius. It's like someone threw ice from the sky. The rain's probably 95 Celsius, but that's still 200 less than the air above. What? I got a blue badge, so I'll park on your bloody roof. So get as close to the center as possible. We can go over here and we'll do it to like here. And we'll do another one for this one right in the center, as close to it as possible. And we'll do it this, but we won't be able to go the whole way, so this will just have to be enough. That looks pretty straight. Yeah, that's pretty good. Then we'll go over here. And we'll go as close to the center as possible. That looks pretty good. Then we can delete all these. And glitch them in. Oh, did that not go? And the only thing left from the scaffolding will be the wires. Well, this planet at night looks less royal. The blue badge permit for handicap parking outside of the states too. I don't know. Back home. Yo, Subi-Wan, how's it going, man? Hope you're having a swish one. So we can now cover this. Guys, maybe I should use a smaller one so we don't have to cover it so much. But we'll cover it just to test. And we'll also delete that. Might be a better choice. Oh, we might have to adjust the height. Like, yeah, oh, this might be too... Yeah, it might have a different height for this one. Hopefully this isn't too high, but we'll test now. So let's get in our ship and try and land on both. Oh yeah. Rootin' toot. What we're doing. Oh, it's in the UK. But they both appear to work because we got the green, but let's still try it. Oh, am I actually hitting them? So yeah, it looks like they'll land fine on both of them. That I'm not a fan of. Although, I mean, it actually looks fine. But this one looks better because the actual thing's there. We still need to do a fancy floor though for it. That's why I got the light floors. So that we can make some cool landing pad designs without the actual landing pads being visible. Cool. Yeah, this works fine. Oh, that's not facing the right place then. Why does this swing here even though that one swings that way? They should face the same direction as that is. Oh. What the frick? Talking about my own turducken. So, because you always come out of the front right, as you've seen here, of your vehicle. So, I would need this to face that way, which is just inconvenient. Or, I mean, facing inwards, fine. If anything, it's actually cool, yeah. Yeah, we'll leave it at this. Gonna skip it a duty, gonna skip it a friend. Gonna scoop me duty, gonna show me how. Wait, did I just pick this up? Good. There we are. Almost, almost. Fruitily, fruitily. Give it a grab it. So you can spacewalk into the space station. Yeah, you can. I don't think you could the week they released the spacewalking, but then they updated it so that you could properly spacewalk into black holes and space stations and stuff. Because I think they had to remove the thingy, force field. You have some sunlight hitting your eyes, gives you a bit of a gold look from that. Where's it coming from? Oh, it's coming from that. I can't. Oh, I could block it if I move my key light, but I'm not gonna. I didn't turn my key light and stuff on today. Let's see if it makes me look cooler. Just turn up. There it is. Do I look cooler and stuff now? Can't see the purple behind me again. Son of a bitch, what's the point? There we go. I suppose that does actually... Yeah, it does help the visuals. There we go. More light in it. You can see me better, which some would say is not a good thing. Some would say it's a, you know, some mean. Yeah, I've got like an Elgato key light. I've got the some like purple light, well, a light strip behind, which I could turn any colour. I always have it as a nice purple lavender glow. And I've got this, which I still haven't set up yet properly, which Gek gave me this actually, Stream Deck. These aren't cheap at all, but he's just got a new, better thing. So he's like, "Do you want my old Stream Deck?" And I'm like, "I mean, sure, cheers. It's basic, it's good as new." Like, freaking thanks, man. I still haven't set up the soundbite yet, so he still has this.
The deepest solace lies.
Which is the start of A Shudder Before the Beautiful by Nightwish. It's symphonic metal from Finland. And they were my favourite band for a while. But then Marko Hiatala left, and he was my favourite. Well, I love them all, to be honest, but I do think it lost its peak charm without his gravelly, characterful voice, which is a shame. It's not sunlight, that's his Neutrogena. Damn right, call back to the start of the stream where we're talking about moisturisers, everybody. Yes, we're talking about moisturising your skin because we're all getting old. Streams have never been accused of being far too exciting. With glitching how it is, doing like circles would be a real bitch in this, so I think we won't do that. How Eva Beaver. Is there a way to get this in like central between these two, like centered on one of these? Zane, do you happen to know which freighter battles are locked out? What do you mean by locked out? Oh, as in what freight battles are locked out in the Swarm Expedition? I think all of them, aren't they? I didn't think any were allowed because it's all been replaced with Swarm activity. Fucking song. So yeah, as far as I know, none are available. Let's instead maybe I've got to say with that. Now, what direction should these face? That's the question. As long as we're all facing the same way, I think it's... Someone click that. Oh. Lights off. Come on, action. Oh. Something about striking a pose. Doop. Scooby-Doo. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Itchy nose. Itchy nose, itchy bone. Itchy nose. Let's be firm. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh. Skibidi diddly doop skibidi labba doop deeply dumba. This part of the build reminds me of when Bob Ross has made a beautiful painting, then he paints a dirty brown tree over the top. How about you, suck a dick, Mr. Weaver? How about you go do that? Your bag of them, maybe. Oh, I lost freaking soda. I wish these were all connected, like you just wire one up. I don't think that's the case, though, is it? Oxygeno, Reggiano, what the frick are a chicken, man? Ella. Oh, you son bitch. Look at my Oxygeno Reggiano thingies on the go. What in the hell? What in tarnation there, buddy? What in the pooch boop are you doing there? Pooch. Her name was Poopy. Do. She pooped on the second floor. Yeah, it's only the one. So, oh, this is pain. It's good to have it powered though, because then you can see which ones you still have to go. Well, it's not there, Betty. What in the deuce? What in the absolute pedantic pedantry? I'll fight for the pedantry. No, we didn't get in the right place. What a son of a bitch. Skibbity what and a who and a how and a skibbity do and a ski and a dee and a dibbity woo. How's about that with an old turducken? Oh, it's a big turducken. Did you know you got a big turducken? Yes, I knew about the turducken. What will I do? Don't look right at all, do they? They look terrible. This father. Mean old man. Hey, you, get off my turd. Put it in the consent door. Oh, yeah. I knew it's too much. Did I not connect these ones? Is that the lovely day? You're gonna have to find an electromagnetic hotspot. Hotspot! Yeah. Still need some more friggin' sodium. Sodium. Ah, don't fall off you. Blender of penis. Ugh. Don't do that. Feels like a bad time. Oh. I've got a pub that serves banging crisp, yeah. Oh. I've got a pub that serves banging crisp, yeah. It's a lovely pub. It's a lovely pub. Oh. I've got a pub that serves banging crisps, yeah. Too close to the starship. Too close. In a biscuit ass. Can't find the Zane. What do you mean you can't find the me? Oh, were you in here trying to come to the thing? Clip the turducken song. Hashtag hot jams. You can't find my turducken. I was making. Does it have to? Been in love with our turducken. I'm curious on whether to bring this to there. Oh, that makes sense, to be honest. To be honest with you, I think it makes a bit of 400 sense choice and just look at you. That's not fucking sodium though. Let's see if we can make some more. I would like to make more sodium, you gapshite. Look at you. Look at the stage. Look at it. Oh, we like to make a bit more sodium. We got no did I use all the sodium for like the letter? What the jazz? Do you like jazz? Well, hot dang diggity dog. Have we got any sodiums around? We're not getting that ploots, remember, folks. We're not getting that delicious ploots. Sodium. Yes, I can. Sodium. Here we go. There's a marrow ball. There's a marrow ball. We have sodium. Another one. No. And that's all we got, kids. That should be one. Oh no, it gives you a few marrow balls, doesn't it? It'll be a couple. Might be 5. Fell in love with an anal. Shit's from outer space. That's an old one. An oldie but a goodie. $17. That's bang up. What? Oh, to nitrate. I mean, technically increases. Much better. Or anymore. Rock the Casbah, rock the Casbah. He complained, but he likes it. Rock the Casbah, rock the Casbah. Then, oh, actually, we're well over time. Sodium. So, I think next stream we'll need to find the electromagnetic hotspot and just finish things up, I guess. All of the sodiums for me, all of the sodiums for everybody. Sodiums. It's a bit boring waiting for fucking sodium to refine. Donkers. Blip bloop. Beep boop. Beep more. Get the last couple in. So I bet you go where I fucking tell you to. Anyone know of bases created on Expedition are deleted when you finish it? They aren't. No, the bases on Expedition save, if it's a sub save, they'll be moved to your main save. It's been weird. Oh, there we go. Tickety boo. It's tickety boo doo 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 doo. No one nowhere. Somebody help me. Hey Caesar Zane, hello. Right, free from. Oh no, I'm not doing free placement like this. I want this perfect snappage. I want the perfect snappage. Oh, one snapple. Oh, oh. I have to decorate the end of here with some stuff, I guess. Yeah, we still need one. Full burst. Ah. I think it'd be best to. Oh yeah, I think we can remove those and replace them with the single. Then we'll have these, of course, going around the outside. 3, 4. Yeah, many wide side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a bit. 5 and a bit. 5 and a bit. Skibbity do when you skibbity way, but sometimes you skibbity might. 5 and a bit. I almost crashed the zone. No! That would be bad for my health. Crashing into me sounds like a Dave Matthews song. That's bad for everyone's health. There is the Dark Lord, singing like Dave Matthews. All along the watchtower. Dave Matthews. Just for you Gen Xers out there. What the jizz? I dare ya! I am Zane! I'm him! Him is me! Man on the run. Dum 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 dum. Do I have a navigation guitar on me, I wonder? I do not. What a punk ass bitch. Where's this pesky Dark Lord? Is he being pesky as usual? Upload this. There we go. At least, well, something's happened. At least we got more built now. Do Corvette missions. Corvette missions? What? You mean missions from the mission radar on a Corvette or something else? Now, let's find out. P takes damage. Yay! I don't think he does. Mission radar. Okay. Yay! Can we get a wee? I don't think he takes damage, guys. Hello there, Mr. Delric. Looking mighty fine in that green. Oh yeah. Looks like he's bouncing back here then. Yeah. Actually, oh no. I was going to say a risky joke then. Nah, I'll message it to Dark Lord. Actually, no, I'll message it to Train. I'll send Dark. If Train, is Train still in there? You have PvP off, I do, yeah. I don't know if Train is still there. Oh, he is, right. I want you to react to the joke in the chat, but you'll realise why I can't say it. There we go. So, thank you, everyone. Is Elric that size IRL? No, but Gek is. That's right. But yeah, thank you, everyone, for joining. Awesome to have you. And thank you, Dark Lord, for the ridiculous friggin' amount of gifted subs, man. That was insane. Triple 16 the madman did. The bloody, was ridiculous. Thank you, man. Very much appreciate it. And thank you, No Probe, also, for the 10 gifted subs. Thank you, Nano, for the 2 primes and stuff. And Mr. for the other prime. And a few other people, I believe, right? Thank you, guys. Very much appreciate it. I really do. And, but yeah, stuff happening. I'm going to be away for Tuesday stream. Likely. I'm supposed to be away for Tuesday stream, but I literally haven't heard anything. So who knows at this point? But I have to keep the day free. So let's see what happens. And yeah, now the heat's chilled out a bit. Hopefully, can actually get some proper work done as well without just sweating my bollocks off. So yeah, thank you, everyone. Let's see if the bird. Oh, you want me to end on the bird? Okay. Right. End on the bird is the word. It's a sage bird. Who's hungry? Ride. Ride, Sally, ride. I should probably call this Sally. Yeah, thank you, everyone. Oh, God. Wow. Immediately into the fucking water, you bastard. There we go. Big old bird. He's gone down. Yes. Don't put me into the water again. Thank you. Oh, there's water everywhere. Go this way. I can sprint this. Look how fast this is. This is sprinting. And it... Oh, because sprinting increases the difference in the up and down, so it pretty much always bangs you into water on this planet. But yeah. Thank you, everyone. Let's see who's streaming. Is Mr. Golden Gek streaming? Right, Charlie, right. He is not. What? And who is streaming on Twitch? Ah, he's out today. Ah, okay. Right, Charlie, right. I suppose you're not on today, Train, or is today your day off? You have been streaming a lot. You should definitely check out Train if you haven't been watching him. He's streaming a lot and he's taking it seriously as well. It's good. Let's go with... I'm curious what this is, but it's called God Save Birmingham, the game he's playing. We're definitely raiding Tangent. Because the game he's playing is God Save Birmingham, and that's where I live, so... Probably not this Birmingham, but... So, let's raid Mr. Tangent. And is there anyone on YouTube? Probably not anyone on YouTube. You've been down around the world, dancing in the street. Scooby. There's no one streaming on YouTube, so who's on my list anyway? So thank you, everyone. Again, it was awesome to have you. And yeah, keep an eye out for stuff. This 10 days probably left. Or no, 12 days left, it looks like, on this countermeasures milestone. We can finally carry it on. And yeah, peace. Laters. Raid.